Hi, I'm Daniel, and I am doing another Illumination video. In seriousness, I have a lot more Illumination videos I could do, but this video will be anything about the film's quality and more the movie's title. I already did one with Pixar and that video did well in views, but I'm only now doing another one. I chose Illumination because it has guest films that are mostly in franchises, and I have already done a lot of videos on that studio already. This time I'll have to criticize Illumination as I overly nitpick titles. Titling things is hard to do right, so look at Illumination aside the pros and cons or just cons of each title. If this does well, I might consider other studios in this format. Despicable Me, for the first movie that shows the tone to be expected, it's about a more despicable character, and that isn't an overused word. The pronoun me is a bit weird when describing it, and it's easier to say Minion franchise than Despicable Me franchise. As for the sequels, it doesn't work for the second one because he's no longer despicable, and the number after the me looks weird. It's surprisingly better for the third movie because it actually questions becoming a villain again for younger, and the logo replacing the E with 3 looks cool. Minions. I was originally going to place it when the first Minion movie released, but it makes more sense to discuss the title right after Despicable Me. This title isn't good. It makes the movie hard to talk about when it sounds like the characters. I keep thinking my title should be Minions are actually amazing. But that would be for the characters. Couldn't there at least be a movie in the title because the S at the end makes everything complicated. The Minions movies, that sounds wrong. Another thing, this makes people think it's just a spin-off that overuses the side characters. A better title could have better fit the actual story. It's weird how a lot of people who hate Minions can't remember the actual plot. The sequel, Minions The Rise of Gru. I like how it places Gru and the Minions in the title because they are all main characters. However, Gru barely rises. It couldn't make a stretch to say he rose by realizing cuter eye eyes and gaining eye eyes, but that's dumb. It's like saying the real Rise of Gru was the friends made along the way. I also love the final line, Minions Time to Rise. Also, I debated whether I should say this, but the format of the title reminds me of Hitler the Rise of Evil. The Rise title scheme was a bit weird to include. Hop. I don't think I ever stopped to talk about how bad this title is. I would say first is a Disney future title schemes, but that's generous to this. It's about a bunny, and bunnies sometimes hop. There we did it, we got a title. Considering how it's probably the only mainstream Easter movie, it could have just been called the Easter movie or Easter Bunny the movie and still be unique. 3 at the title of Hop just doesn't sound right. Okay, I might as well pair up both Dr. Seuss movies. Firstly, I don't know why Dr. Seuss at the top of the logo when they are both different stories in some way. I defended both before and probably will for the Eurovax again, but the Dr. Seuss isn't earned in the title. Anyway, the Eurovax is just the original title, but Eurovax is an engaging word. I like how he is no longer the main character, but you'll understand why he will be a title character. The Grinch leaves out the How to Stole Christmas, which is strange. The live action movie had that title, but that's the one where Stealing Christmas was an afterthought. But I guess just the Grinch gets the point across, and both titles match too. They are indeed movie titles. The Secret Life of Pets. This franchise had a title that's kind of interesting but gets worse the more you think about it. The Secret Life angle isn't the same way you know the pets are sentient. This is some element of what pets do at home on your own, but it's more about the generic adventure for a movie story. This title will fit a short over a movie. It's also very yampy when it shouldn't have been. The title is sometimes shortened to pets for being so young. I guess the real Secret Life was the friends made along the way. Sing. They really ran out of ideas for that title. They do in fact sing in this movie. Nothing but the context, theatre or anything other than generic word. Like with Minions, the title could make people underestimate the movie it's from. It looks like just a generic animal movie with pop culture music. Also, this isn't an original idea, but Sing 2 should have been called something else like Sing Encore or some musical terminology. Sing 2 just sounds weird to say. As a bonus, I'll go over upcoming movies briefly. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is just a generic title. From the trailer, it looks like Luigi will be separated from Mario during the second act. Also, is it Bros or Brothers? Both will just call it the Mario movie like I did in my trailer video. Migration. Not much is known about this. The title originally made me think it would be about immigration, but just another animated animal movie. I can't judge the suitability yet. Conclusion. I hope you enjoyed me over analyze all these movie titles. There wasn't much this time, but I enjoyed writing the script for it. This is different to my review style videos, but it's a thing that isn't done much. Reviewing titles could be an interesting way to base many videos off. I want to do DreamWorks eventually, but that will have to be a long video. Consider pressing subscribe and watch my other videos, specifically my Illumination ones. The end.